Hi, Alexa.
Hey, Maryal.
So Alexa, for those of you who are not aware, has helped over 40 DPC doctors through her marketing and design expertise in the DPC space specifically. I have known Alexa for quite some time. And so as we have continued to talk about our different experiences working with clients on her end and me living the DIY life, we said, hey, wouldn't it be great if we created a masterclass about the differences between hiring an expert in marketing and branding versus from the DIY perspective? So we are doing just that. On June 30th, which is the Sunday after DPC Summit, we are going to host a masterclass. So before we get more into the masterclass details, Alexa, can you please tell us a little bit about your background and how you became involved in the DPC community?
Hey guys, I'm Alexa, and I like to think of myself as a master story brand teller. I have years of experience in marketing and web design and branding. And I think about when I'm creating a brand, it's not just about how pretty the site may look or the logos or the colors, but I have to think of the sales side and the psychology of things as well. I've also been a DPC patient myself, and so I understand the heart and the core of DPC and what it does for patients like myself that may not be able to sometimes have insurance and really need care. And I really love what the DPC community is doing, which is why I love partnering with different physicians and helping them bring this vision to life.
And doctors you've heard on the podcast before, like Dr. Leah Gupta and Dr. Rebecca Behrens, are two examples of DPC doctors who have worked with Alexa to create their brands and website designs. So I am super excited about this masterclass because, again, I think it's so important for people to know all of the options out there. Like DPC is not for everyone, marketing and designing of websites is not for everyone. But for some people, like myself, they might love it. And there's also the people in between who are like, I'm not sure, but I do think that I have some graphic design skills and tech skills. Awesome. We want to invite everyone to the table to ask the questions because everyone's going to be at different places in their journey. So again, June 30th, the Sunday after DPC Summit, is when we're going to be hosting this marketing masterclass. As physicians, we are all at baseline marketers, right? We talk to our patients about diabetes, about skincare, about baby's poop. We talk about all of these things because we're able to be communicators, and communication is marketing. I just want to put that out there for people who are thinking marketing, like I'm so scared of that word or get intimidated by that word, or I start self-doubting when I hear that word, because you are a communicator, you are a marketer. And from the DIY perspective, I think that that is what I hone in on, is that I know that I got to this place of becoming a full scope family physician because I have value in the way that I am able to communicate with my patients. And it was from that perspective that I built Big Trees MD. I have had years of being a graphic design hobbyist. Like I used to design programs in my high school musicals, and our medical school yearbook was all me doing the design there. So I love it. And for me, I knew that when I went into DPC, I wanted to at least have my first go at designing a brand and doing marketing, because that was something that I looked forward to. And I'm glad I did it, but I definitely would say that there are some cons to doing it by yourself. So with that, Alexa, can you share a little bit about your perspective from the brand and marketing expert side?
Absolutely. And on the other hand, as a professional that has been designing brands for almost 20 years, some of the things that I have come to realize is when I'm interviewing or doing a free discovery call with someone, the question is time, right? What is the timeline? When are you getting started? And so with that being said, working with a professional that has the right tools, that has the expertise that can help you potentially meet your timeline or guide you on how to meet your timeline would be very beneficial. And then also, yes, pricing may be a concern or factor. Hiring a professional will obviously cost some money. It can vary on budget depending who you choose to work with, versus if you do it yourself, you may save some money here and there. But at the end of the day, one thing that I think people should keep in mind is, what is your timeline? Because I think that may have a big factor more than what people think, because you may need a launch in a month, you may need a launch in 6 months, it can vary. And you may still be working at a practice, or you may now have already left and have the additional time to invest in creating your own brand. So I think this time together in this chat will really help people that are on the fence or think they want to go one way or the other, help solidify that decision.
So in our masterclass, we're going to be talking more about both perspectives. I'm going to give a little bit more about my own experience as a DIY DPC doctor, and I'll talk about some wins and some challenges that I went through while creating Big Trees MD, and the things that I've gone through along the journey in my 2.5 years of being open because of doing it myself. So I'm so excited to bring my perspective in more detail to those people who are wanting to hear more from the DIY side of things.
Yeah, Maryal, I'm actually really excited to hear you share your story as well. What I'm most excited about with this collaboration is being able to share how to execute your startup DPC. And so some of the things that I'm going to want to focus on is audience, creating a plan. What are some important key factors on not just timeline, but cohesiveness with your brand, how to also speak to your audience, and some of those more psychological portions of sales that will help set you up for success when you're starting your practice.
And I'm also so excited, Alexa, to hear about your perspective in terms of specifically how you've helped your clients previously in the DPC space and how you've continued to make each DPC doctor's experience individualized. I think that's so important when we think about if you've seen one DPC, you've seen one DPC. So I do hope that you come and join us for this masterclass. Again, it's going to be June 30th. It's the Sunday after DPC Summit. It's going to be at 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern. So if you're just as excited as we are, go to marketyourdpc.com and sign up today. And even if you can't make it, no worries. You can get access to the recording afterwards.
Yes, in preparation for our masterclass, I've prepared an ebook that you'll get at sign up. And also in the back of the ebook, there's a very useful Q&A when you're interviewing branding agency and web design agencies that will help guide you as well.
So again, marketyourdpc.com is where to go. We can't wait to see you in the masterclass.